planet Earth. This is Dana. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm just going to be doing a video update because I'm trying to, at the very minimum, keep up a few videos during this coronavirus 19 stuff. So, I just wanted to do a quick update about, well, hobbies, basically. Just talk about what I love, you know, video games, movies, and the like. Update on my life. I've been super busy, actually, because I'm working from home, and given the nature of my job, I'm very lucky to be able to do that. But also given the nature of that, because of the nature of my job, I'm very busy right now during this coronavirus season because so many people are also at home and need assistance. As you can see, I have my Switch on behind me. You might be able to see my new Switch user profile avatar, Mr. Tom Nook himself. Basically today, I just wanted to talk about, you know, how I'm spending my quarantine time, you know, what I'm doing, what games I'm playing, what movies I've been watching or will watch, what games I plan to play. So I just wanted to start out by going over some of that. So, first I have a few graphic novels that I got, based on Alita Battle Angel. A year ago, a little more than a year ago, they came out with the live-action Alita Battle Angel movie, which I saw and I actually really liked. I thought it was a really good sci-fi movie, and so I got the manga to read the original Japanese manga to get a better idea of that universe and to just get more invested in it. Let's see what else I have. Some TV shows I've been watching recently. I have one of my all-time favorites, Batman the Animated Series. I've been watching a heck of a lot of this show recently. One of my all-time favorites, absolutely love the Batman Animated Series. Can never go wrong. Love Kevin Conroy as Batman. Love Mark Hamill as the Joker. Just some really poignant episodes. I watched the first two Feet of Clay Part 1 and the Feet of Clay Part 2 yesterday. I also watched The Grey Ghost, which has a cameo by none other than the late, great Adam West. Fantastic. Other great episodes, of course, include Heart of Ice with Mr. Freeze. I love all the episodes with the Joker. So, great show that I've been watching. Of course, I'm also a really huge fan of, not the new, oh darn it, the Xbox controller was on the table. Not the new, but the old Simpsons. Like seasons 1 through about seasons 8 or 9 were all like some of the best. Like, love them to death. So I've been watching a lot of the classic Simpsons, the OG Simpsons as I call them. Man, I love that show. Just love the humor of it. Love just the brilliant comedic timing. But also, again, you know, it's a comedy, but it's also a comedy that, you know, has a lot of really compelling points to it and a lot of heart too when you really dig deep into it. Yeah, Homer Simpson likes to strangle his son Bart Simpson a lot, but, you know, at his core, he is a decent guy. I mean, he cares about his family and his friends, and, you know, he likes to go to Moe's Tavern. So, yeah, can't go wrong with The Simpsons. And, of course, I love all the episodes of Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns is just such an affably evil character. It's just so endearing. I love the Sideshow Bob episodes as well. There's just some gems in here. Some real gems. I really like the one where they go to Japan, actually. Of course, I'm a Japanophile myself, so anything that has to do with Japan, I'm like all over. But the episode where the Simpsons go to Japan is just one of my all-time favorites. Especially when they have like the seizure robot show and the Simpsons all watch it and their eyes like go really big and they all like start rolling on the floor and they have seizures, and then they can't get back to America because they ran out of yen because Homer spent it on a bunch of stupid stuff, so they have to go on a Japanese game show, and it has George Takei as like a guest voice actor. Man, I love it. And of course, I have the 4th season here, which is one of my favorite of the Simpsons seasons. movies I've been watching recently include none other than the Shrek movies. I actually love the first two Shrek movies. I think they're just a perfect, irreverent, satirical take on the whole fairy tale notion. Love the animation, love all the voice actors from Mike Myers to Eddie Murphy to Cameron Diaz, Antonio Banderas in Shrek 2. Love the guy that voices Lord Farquaad. Great. Love the first two Shrek movies. The third one wasn't that great, so I don't really watch the third one, but I love the first two. Also have some other movies I've been watching, one of which is an overlooked Disney movie called Brother Bear that released in 2003, I believe. But it sort of takes place in like Canada back before... It takes place like Canada back before like the Europeans came to North America. Basically, it's about a member of a Native American tribe who turns into a bear and has to escort this young bear cub to the top of a mountain and also turn back into a human. Again, I really like it. I think it has a lot of heart, and I like the animation. I really like the Phil Collins music, so that's a good movie I've watched recently. I also very recently watched the original OG Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg, and man, I love this movie. I don't know why, I feel sort of poignant watching it at this time, but like, the animation still holds up, like the CG still holds up, and it's done very sparingly, and they also have a lot of CGI, but also, like, the characters themselves are just also very endearing. Like, there's a rich, story there. There's a lot of cool, there's a lot of character growth and character development, so I love this movie. One of my all-time favorite movies is Princess Mononoke by Hayao Miyazaki. Love this movie. Love the animation. Love the story. They did an excellent job with the English dubbing in this movie. Love the themes of it. The nature being in conflict with technology. Again, I'm a big Hayao Miyazaki fan. This is easily probably my favorite of his films, though. And of course, games I've been playing recently. I recently started playing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on my Nintendo Switch. I have the Complete Edition on my system. I've been playing it quite a bit. Still have a long ways to go before I finish it, though. Really like this game. Love how rich and in-depth the characters are. Love just the huge world, and even though the Switch isn't as powerful as some of the other systems, it still looks really nice even on the Switch. Like, there's some really grand vistas there, so really enjoying this game so far. Of course, I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate here and there. I love playing as Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie just might be the best thing that humanity has ever come up with, period. Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Bros., that is. She is easily, like, for me, like, he might even top King K. Rool as being the GOAT Super Smash Bros. Character ever. Like, I love Banjo and Kazooie. I love playing as them and fighting as them. I have way too much fun as them. Way more fun playing as them than I should. I recently also got back into playing Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 is an excellent third-person shooter. I did a review of it a few years ago. I love this game because it's not like other shooters where you're just playing it to get kills. I mean, obviously you can like kill opponents by turning them into ink and making them respawn, but the main goal is to just cover as much turf as you can. So it's sort of like a virtual paintball, but you can also like swim in the paint as a squid, and it's really cool. I recently partook in the ketchup versus mayonnaise Splatfest. Ketchup's better than mayonnaise, guys. Remember that. I was obviously a ketchup teammate, so, man, really good times. Love Splatoon 2. Love playing it. Hope to play it again more. Of course, this little fellow I've been replaying with my dad, none other than The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In my opinion, probably the best video game ever made. Truly a classic game. I don't know why, I just keep wanting to go back to this game over and over again. Like, I mean, I do know why, it's because it's freaking amazing, but right now, when I'm playing through it with my dad, I'm enjoying it even more maybe than I did when I first played, just because he's able to point out things that I might have missed. when I first played it back more than 3 years ago now when it came out. And of course, building up to the Breath of the Wild 2 sequel coming out. Great to be able to play this game and share it with, you know, some of my family members that might not be as into gaming but can still really appreciate just the details and the beauty that went into crafting this exquisite, sublime, heavenly adventure. Trying to stay in shape, I play Ring Fit Adventure sometimes. You know, I do squats, should I just get the ring con? I use this little devil to do squats, up and down, make, you know, trying to stay in shape because I ain't going to no gyms right now because the gym's all closed, man! Alright, what else do we have? Fire Emblem Three Houses. Another game that I really like. I'm not like a hardcore Fire Emblem fan, but I really do like this game. I'm still stuck on the last stage of my first house though, because the difficulty curve is intense, man. I hope I don't have to start over. I really do want to finish the story once at least hopefully before the end of the summer. God, I've had it almost a year. I actually got this game at the Nintendo New York store back when I was in New York City at the end of last summer. So, again, beautiful game. Love the cutscenes. Love the characters. Dynamic. Really like the battle system. I'm not as good as RTS games, and I'm sure not that good at most classic Fire Emblem games, but for casual noobs like myself, I like it. I like being able to just sit back and enjoy it and play it. I just need to beat that last bloody stage and then choose another house so I can play it again. And I also have another game that I'm probably going to go and play right after I finish this video, Octopath Traveler! I've had this game for more than a year and a half now, and I'm still by no means that far into it because my gaming backlog is pathetic. But again, this is a game that I really like. I would just really love like the classic JRPG elements to it, but it's like it has some really interesting characters and like intricate plot threads that you can sort of like. It has like it's fairly non-linear, so you can choose different paths. You can choose like a character that you want to play as, and then like go sort of find the other characters. So I love that that aspect of sort of freedom to it, but it still has like a very dense sort of story, like a lot of cool characters and stuff in it. I still need to play farther into it to, you know, give a full thoughts on it, even though it's more than a year and a half old, but I'm slow at this stuff, so yeah. And of course, this game that has turned 20 years old, none other than The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I've been playing this game, replaying this game. I'm in the middle of a playthrough right now, partially in honor of the Majora's Mask 20th anniversary, but also because I'm trying to play through all of the home console Zelda games before the next big home console Zelda game comes out, not including Link's Awakening, the remake. I played Ocarina of Time back in February, and now I'm on Majora's Mask. So I have, of course, adored Majora's Mask. It's one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I know a lot of people like it more than Ocarina of Time, which I'm not one of those people. I still love, I love both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. At the end of the day, I'd have to place Ocarina of Time just slightly above it, just because for me, I feel like it's the more sort of magical, fantastical game, versus Majora's Mask is like it's like the perfect sort of dark sequel. Definitely does its own thing, and I'm really glad that it does do its own thing. And I love like the dark themes in it too, and I love how you can turn into a Goron. I love how you can swim as a Zora. Even playing as a Deku Scrub has grown on me over the years. I love how it's very far more character focused. It's like more about personal stories and personal adventures that you have to go on with the characters. So yeah, Majora's Mask is a classic and a half. Well guys, that about wraps up what I've been doing. Just wanted to cap things off by showing you a few of my possessions. I got some cool stuff here I just wanted to show off in this video. I got none other than everyone's favorite plumber, Mario himself. Say hi, Mario. Hi, my name's Mario. Mario says hi. We also got Link, Breath of the Wild Link here, who's just bobbing up and down. He's a happy dude. He's happy to be here. He's got his sword and shield on his back, got his Sheikah Slate at his side. Link is ready to rock and roll. Ready to go fight some bokoblins and, do all sorts of stuff. We also got Mario wearing his snazzy wedding outfit from Super Mario Odyssey. Another great game. And of course, the other game I've been playing a lot recently, which I have as a digital download, is of course Animal Crossing New Horizons. I did my late initial impressions of the game last month. I'm still far from doing a review, but I've still put a lot of time into it. But I have none other than Tom Nook himself. Although this is the Animal Crossing's New Leaf version, which was one of my favorite 3DS games. Tom Nook says, he says hi. And of course, my new sidekick, Squawker, the rubber chicken. But last but most certainly not least, I'm none other than the arm cannon of Samus Aran. So, audience, if you're a space pirate, you best watch out, because I got the arm cannon. That's about everything. I've also been watching another really cool show called The Tick, which is an early 90s show. Again, sort of a satirical superhero show, but I also really like this one. And I've also, of course, been trying to read up on The Two Towers. I finished The Fellowship of the Ring at last. I'm on The Two Towers. I have read through the whole trilogy of books before. This is my second read-through. So, rest assured, I got a lot to do. And I just wanted to make a video just sort of talking about stuff I like to do for fun. Stuff that, brings me joy. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How are you spending your days quarantined? What fun games are you playing or movies have you watched? What books have you read? What cool collectibles do you have to show off? I'd love to hear from you. Heck, feel free to follow me on Twitter or Facebook and send me some pictures of some of your cool collectible stuff. Anyway, this is Dana Faye signing out. Until next time, have a great day and happy gaming and everything else. Bye.
Welcome,
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.